Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at Heresy Thursday Aster Crohne. This video is sponsored by the Game Bunker. More on that later. Heresy Thursday Aster Crohne is the immovable object of the 9th Legion. The Blood Angels are known for their many virtues of heroism, ferocity, and loyalty, but none of them exemplify sheer bloody-minded tenacity quite like Aster Crohne, the Shroudmaker. Crohne has survived more grueling battles than almost any other warrior in the 9th Legion. And now he's set out to anchor your battle lines with a stunning Forgeworld Resin miniature. Alright, so we got a brand new Aster Crohne model coming in Forgeworld Resin for Horus Heresy. And here he is in all his glory, and I've got to say, he looks absolutely amazing. Games Workshop has really been stepping up the Horus Heresy miniatures lately. Some of the complaints I've had with them in the past is they were just like a little bit bland. Oftentimes you had like the generic characters being applicable to any of the legions. So you wouldn't see like the Legion markings or anything like that. And then oftentimes they were meant to be used for Loyalist Marines and then also Heresy Marines. So you wouldn't get like all the extra flair and awesomeness. And the Forgeworld miniatures the Games Workshop has been producing specific to the different legions have been the complete opposite of that. Like completely adorned in awesome extra details and faction symbols, just really crush it. And I've got to say, this guy is absolutely awesome. I love the face with the half mask. Definitely awesome. And then all the sort of like filigree designing on the trim and everything like that. The big Blood Angels decal on the chest plate. And then also on the tilting shield. And then the face of Sanguinius on the shin guards. All the like leather, all the extra bits, the axe itself. Man, this dude is just absolutely awesome. Games Workshop knocking it out of the park with this one. All of the characters coming for Horus Heresy from Forgeworld lately have been amazing. And to tell you the truth, had many of them been produced in plastic, I probably would have swooped them up. But given that they're Forgeworld resin, it's a lot easier to pass on these, as I'm personally just not a big fan of resin. And then also we know like the price tag on the resin is not like ridiculously higher than it is on the plastic minis. But if I'm going to pay top dollar for Games Workshop products, I want it in plastic. As an officer attached to the Blood Angels 94th Company, Crohne has served his legion since before the coming of Sanguinius and hails from the killing fields of the planet of Safe. The notoriously aggressive tribes that reputedly ravage the world are ripe with pickings for recruits. And although his Primarch now laments their inclusion in his enlightened legion, Crohne continues to serve faithfully in the role of a Judicar. Okay, so very cool. Like we see the Judicar has made his way into 40k, sort of like chaplain in training. And I'm not sure if it was previously like in the lore or if there were specific models available for Horus Heresy, but now it appears that we have Judicars in Horus Heresy as well. He is well known for his exceptional resilience in battle, most notably during the horrifying campaign on Cygnus, when demons led by Kabbadah laid waste to the great angel's forces. While his fellow officers fell in the grip of war-fueled rage, Crohne stood firm and led the forces he could muster to glory. Okay, so very cool. Obviously tied into like some big events of the Horus Heresy. Kabbadah, the greater demon or like character version of a bloodthirster, I believe previously had a model from Forgeworld. So very, very cool. And I gotta love the lore of Horus Heresy as well. All the cool stories, all the epic battles. Love when they tie the minis into this. So here we can see a little bit of a close-up. So we have the close-up of like the left hand with his, I think it's a flamer on that hand. And then on the right hand, we have the axe. A bunch of cool designs with the angel's wings and the blood drop. And then, of course, like the close-up of the face. I think the paint job on the hair probably doesn't do it like complete justice, as there's like some strong contrast between the blonde and the brown. But overall, nicely sculpted. The actual detail on the face itself. And then, of course, the awesome mask. Definitely a big fan of this. This is probably some of the best looking trim that we've ever seen on a Games Workshop model. The Chaos trim is obviously cool, but this is definitely next level for a Imperial or Loyalist trooper. Since then, he's been tasked with rebuilding his shattered company and the 9th Legion at large, with the aid of thousands of inducti. His immense experience and level-headed nature make him a powerful, stabilizing influence on the new recruits, whose bestial urges can be more evenly directed when led by the Shroudmaker. Now a quick word from today's sponsor, Game Bunker. Game Bunker carries a full range of Games Workshop products, including miniatures, terrain, paint tools, and more. Game Bunker offers 15% off MSRP for most Games Workshop products with the discount code WHMS. Receive free shipping in the continental United States on orders over $145. Online orders ship out within 24 hours. Game Bunker is a veteran-owned business. Use affiliate link below, enter discount code WHMS to save 15% on most items at checkout. For fast, friendly service with a discount on your favorite tabletop wargaming purchases, visit GameBunker.net and let them know that Warhammer Man sent you. The Reforged 94th. While a warlord with this trait is within 6 inches of one or more models with both the Inducti unit subtype and the Legions Astartes Blood Angels special rule, all models in the unit those models are part of gain the following additional effects. All models in an affected unit may make a sweeping advance. When an affected unit makes a successful charge in the assault phase, all models in that unit gain +1 attack for the remainder of the assault phase, in addition to any other bonuses, even if the charge is considered a disordered charge. In addition, an army whose warlord has this trait may take an additional reaction during the movement phase as long as the warlord has not been removed as a casualty. Okay, so a nice little piece of artwork right here. Very, very cool. And then, of course, some nice rules to go along with it. That is not to say that he can't cut loose when he needs to. And many traders have met their end on the edge of the siphon shard axe. Even those who think they have brought down Aster Crohne find their glory dashed as he returns to the fight for one last push, earning him the epithet, the Ghost of Safe. Alright, so this dude has got all the nicknames. Very, very cool. So here we see the Siphon Shard Axe, so range, combat obviously, strength +1, AP 3, type melee, rending 5+, duelist edge 1, and then we have the Ghost of Safe. The first time Aster Crohne loses his last wound or is otherwise removed as a casualty, roll a d6 on a 4-up, he is placed in reserves with a single wound remaining instead of being removed or destroyed. If he enters reserves on or after game turn 4, then he may enter play automatically at the start of the controlling player's following turn. So very cool, one last chance to join the fray. This expert kit will be available for pre-order later this year, and rules can be found in the campaigns of the Age of Darkness, the Martian Civil War supplement. So he is definitely in Forgeworld Resin, which is a shame, but I understand as he's probably not going to sell a ton of miniatures, and it's just not viable for Games Workshop to produce all of these individual characters in plastic if they're not going to be able to break even or make a big profit on them. So absolutely stunning model. I love this. I would have liked to see a picture of the back as well, but I'm sure we'll see some more pictures as he gets closer to release. Love the axe, love the armor, all the different little filigree on the trim, the Blood Angels decal, the face sculpt. I think Games Workshop knocked it out of the park with this one. Very, very happy with this miniature, and I think this is going to be extremely popular amongst those Horus Heresy players. I could totally see this guy being a nice conversion for 40k as well, as there's tons and tons of potential. Got to give it to Games Workshop on all the stuff coming out of Forge World lately. It has been substantially a better quality than what we've seen in the past. Not only is the resin better, but also the actual sculpts are just getting to the next level. So touche to Games Workshop on this one. Even though it's a pass for me because it is in resin, I could totally understand why people are drawn to these. So let me know what you think of the new model, of the new rules. Have you been playing Horus Heresy and do you enjoy it? Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. And as always, special thanks to the Game Bunker for sponsoring the channel. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on most Games Workshop products with code WHMS at checkout. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here.